perseverance. Each of them show us that no matter the challenge, no matter the stereotype, your story is your story. And when you move with purpose and Allah, you persevere. So open your hearts, listen deeply, and be inspired. Because these are not stories of sport. These are stories of strength, identity, and being unapologetically Muslim. We also take a quick minute to thank our presenting partner, empowering young Muslims through mentorship, career support, and faith-rooted community. Please check them out at the website or on their Instagram. Okay, let's begin our two-part review with the first story. A story that reminds us that faith and ambition rise together. Let me introduce Sarah and me, who is a fitness trainer and coach for women. Your role is to help women feel strong, confident, and comfortable in their bodies and in their community. Please welcome Sarah.
Assalamu alaikum, everyone. My name is Sarah. I am 23 years old, and I'm so honored to be here today. Muslim women who are showing up for their well-being, their needs, and most importantly, important times. If you told me 2 years ago that I'd be standing here speaking to you guys as a fitness coach, I probably would have laughed. Not because I didn't love being active, but because I didn't always love myself in the process of being active. Growing up, I was a girl who joined every sports team that possibly could be. Basketball, volleyball, soccer, you name it. I was already in it, before school or after school. My schedule was always full of commitments, and just like a part of life, that became who I was. I had parents to thank for that. They made it normal to be active in the household. Something as simple as brushing your teeth or praying your salah, fitness and activity was just like that with me. But somewhere along the way, the joy of that got lost. In high school, I experienced an unfortunate 2 years in bullying. Comments about my work and always being the bigger one on the friend group really started to cut deeper than I could say. I always went from being the carefree person to being super incredibly hyper-aware about my body. My body, which has always been my strength for the longest time, suddenly became the biggest thing that I wanted to change. And that's when my struggles started to go through. I sit here in full pride, letting you guys know something that I am super vulnerable about. Because of the bullying and because of something that I used to be so proud of, I actually unfortunately got diagnosed with 2 eating disorders. Something that went from one side to the other side. Then came COVID. I was in great health. The bullying was still very much so there. I was very much so alone, and like I said, something that was a big part of me became something that destroyed me. I stopped moving, and I stopped caring, and I turned to food for comfort for the most part, and my relationship with my body and sports fell apart. And I wasn't alone. In fact, a 2021 study published in the British Journal found that eating disorder cases rose dramatically due to COVID-19 pandemic, especially amongst young women. My parents were my anchor at that time. They didn't judge me, they didn't pressure me, they didn't try to change me. They just loved me. They reminded me that my body is from Allah. It's a trust and it's not a burden. And subhanAllah, I think that's important to me. Because when you grow up in the world, and someone wants to tell you that the word is the number for their waistline, or the number on the scale, or how aesthetic their body looks to what they portray on social media, it's easy to forget that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala created us for us. To translate the line from the beautiful surah, indeed we created mankind in the rest. When gym started to reopen, my older brother asked me if I would like to join him one day. My first workout, I thought that was super odd. From someone who used to play sports all the time to someone who stopped, this kind of seemed a little bit scary, a little nerve-wracking. But I still remember like it was yesterday. It was an upper body session. And like most girls, we don't really like upper body that much, but I still did it. And I was working days. Even putting out my hair, just so I could put my hijab on, was a struggle. And the sisters with long, thick hair know that struggle very well. But something shifted that day. I felt sore, yes, but I also felt alive. For the first time in a long time, I wasn't thinking about what my life had. I was It wasn't an overnight transformation. It took time, it took discipline, and if I'm being honest with you, it's still something that I struggle on until this day. So kind of Saba, the more I got consistent with it, I started to feel that rush after every workout. And that first workout load experience was so real. That dopamine, that feel good and helpful in your brain after you work out, was taking an addictive. It's something that I started to go chase after. And the thoughts of making my body smaller or my body to fit in started to fade away in that. Over time, I started to feel more confident and more at peace with myself. But when I went online for inspiration, I noticed that there was something there. There were almost no women in fitness who actually had this way on. And I just didn't stick with it. So even though I had a degree in software engineering and nothing related to human body, I decided to take something upon myself. I got ahead and got my personal training certification. I had no background in biology or physiology, and honestly, I couldn't have done it. Biology never came easy to me, and to this day, even after many certifications later, I was able to motivate and empowered side by side. Now I train clients one-on-one, I run fitness programs, and I do community events. My next one actually is in November, and it's a women's only hot body event, so come find me after this talk if you guys are interested in registering for that. Looking back, my fitness journey wasn't about weight loss or muscle gain actually. It was about healing. It was about reclaiming my body from financial insecurity and giving it back to all love and gratitude. Because at the end of the day, fitness for me is about it's an act of worship for me. Every squat, every stretch, every deep breath is a way of saying I'm good enough for the body that I have. And if there's one message I want to leave you with, it's this. You don't have to look just a certain way to be enough. You don't need to shrink yourself to meet standards that others impose on you. You don't need to go and try to look like the fitness models you see online. You don't need to take off any forms of worship in order to fit in. You can fit in and you deserve to take up space. You belong at that gym, you belong at that community event just as much as anyone else who there was. And as a woman who doesn't wear a hijab, yes, it was intimidating at first when I walked to the gym and I was the only hijab singer. A gym full of, to be honest, men. But I'm here to remind you again that if someone like me, someone who felt like they wanted to be small for the longest time of their life, was able to push beyond that and now feel actually my most confidence in my hijab in a gym full of men, it is possible for you. So I felt love for listening to me today and showing up and being part of a generation of Muslim women who really redefine what strength looks like. In the gym, in our communities, and in our hearts. I would love to speak to you all one-on-one after this event, so please come find me. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Sarah. So, introducing our next panelist. As a kinesiologist, certified personal trainer, and a yoga teacher, Nada's mission is to help Muslim women build strength, confidence, and lasting health without compromising their values. Please give it up for Nada.
Assalamu alaikum, everyone. Lovely seeing you all here. So, I am a fitness trainer and a wellness coach. So, I was asked to essentially give a story about, everything that I've been through and who I am.
A message. Barring date on August 30th, 2025.
It's an amazing tool. I took so much pride in it. My parents took pride in it, my coaches took pride in it, and it was something that I absolutely loved, just finding people. And, it was great for a few reasons, like the building discipline aspect and just learning to move your body, but it was also not that great for the reasons of just how people having an opinion about what your body should look like and how it should perform. And at a age, you can imagine how much of a toll that takes on you. So after a while, I actually stopped swimming. I unfortunately no longer have that my goal of 2,000 moves, so I gained a bit of weight. And I don't know, I think probably everyone in this room can relate to this, but for some reason, Middle Eastern cultures, South Asian cultures, everyone wants to comment on your body, your appearance. They'll tell you, oh, you gained a little bit of weight. And obviously, I don't know if they don't mean it in a negative way, but sometimes that takes a toll on you, especially as a growing woman. So I kind of decided, you know what, like I did not feel good in my body. I did not look good. I hated the way I felt, and I hated that I lost that spark that was once within me. I decided I'm going to lose the weight, and I'm going to look awesome, and I'm going to feel awesome. Unfortunately, at that time, I was also surrounded by misinformation. I tried everything, all the diets, all the detoxes, all the HIIT workouts. I was actually pretty tired. I felt like 4 a.m. to do Pilates in my bedroom, hoping that I don't wake myself up. And I did not lose weight. I did not get any progress. But what I did get was Saba and an eating disorder. But it's crazy to think how common it is nowadays. I think honestly it's just due to the influx of expectations and misinformation about what really plays as women. But anyone who's been through an eating disorder knows how terribly just suffocating it feels. I remember I would hate ourselves, I'd break ourselves down, and until I actually realized that the love wants me to be as merciful to myself as he is. It transformed everything for me. I started to feel great, I started to feel great, I started to look great, I started to eat great, and all with the intention that I had in mind. This is an act of worship. For them to actually take care of his body, his self, his this is an actual blessing, and we do it with love, find what you love, and everything transforms. And that's what I want to help this community do. I want to help everyone transform from a place of self-acceptance, not from a place of hatred. I want to help this woman feel better, feel confident in their bodies. I want to help them feel balance in their minds, and I want to help them discover just how to find the connections to love through the way that you take care of yourself. And so I started Ummah, which was trying to build essentially as important and as as possible, find themselves and build themselves in strength, and acknowledge at the same time to also be different. So if anyone is interested, I would love to chat with you afterwards. Nothing has to come out of it, not a conversation call, just to get to learn your story, to learn more about you. Yeah, connect.
Thank you so much, Saba. So now we'll be hearing from two special sisters who create inspiration through their karate studio in Mississauga. So let's hear it for Sarah and Aisha and our first class will be starting at 0 p.m. Assalamu alaikum, everyone. We'll be starting with, my name is Aisha, and this is my sister, Sara. We're the co-founders of Islamic Studio. We are a studio located in Mississauga, and we are offering karate classes for women only. We started karate when I was in grade 4 and she was in grade 7, but we left it for a bit and then took it up again during COVID. We have our purple belt, so we only have our brown and our black belt remaining. So I want to ask the crowd a question. How many people here have done martial arts or any type of like self-defense or something like that? Okay. And how many people think that it's essential for women or essential for anyone to learn how to defend themselves? Can we see more hands? Everyone needs to raise their hand. It's so important for everyone to learn how to defend themselves. To be honest, when I was younger, I hated karate. I absolutely hated it. I was forced to do it because it was just so much out of my comfort zone. Like we used to do so much like push-ups, sit-ups, and eventually I felt like I was doing more training than actually karate. So I actually hated it at first. But then I have to tell myself that it's very, very essential. It's very necessary for my strength and well-being. So I had to realize that later on. I've been training for about 6 years
This is how I felt like when I was younger. I actually really enjoy karate now. Especially because we get to spend time with my sister and we get to do fun things together. Especially when we move around doing self-defense techniques. Our sensei will say, like, pretend you're choking your sister. And I'll be like, okay, bet, I'll do that. We also had an introductory workshop in August where we had around 12 girls come, and 12 women come, and every one of us had such a fun time. So what did I learn from this? Karate is actually really, really fun.
So now I'm going to talk about the reason why we started this karate studio. So the reason we started our women's only program is because growing up we always had male instructors or male or mixed classes, and we never felt like we can fully, truly learn in a comfortable environment. We always felt like, oh my dad's moving, or like this is so awkward, or I have to spar with a guy now. So there were just so many, obstacles which came while we were learning. And now alhamdulillah, we found like a good instructor, but he's online, and we still lack that feeling of like sisterhood and community, which comes from like going physically and like training with a group of people. So to summarize, and also one of our current students is currently a mom, and she drives all the way from Toronto every weekend just for her classes. So we asked her like what's motivating her, like especially like at a certain age, I think you kind of lose that motivation to like try new things, learn different skills. And she told us that like growing up, she would always see her brothers going to karate classes, and she was just never given that opportunity. So now that she has kids and she's more independent to make those choices, she comes to our class, and alhamdulillah we're able to both train together and learn. So as you guys may know, like there are very similar stories out there where it was just before it was simply just not the norm for women to go out and like learn karate or any other skill. So we got our classes, and we're running it at a consistent schedule. So we're only doing it once a week, every Sundays, for 1 hour, and we just want to keep going so that everyone can make progress, everyone can learn, and it's not too much commitment out of like your schedule. So we truly believe that it's crucial in today's society for Muslims, and particularly Muslim women, who have a higher chance of being targeted. They need to know how to defend themselves. I'm sure you guys have all seen those Monday self-defense workshops, where it teaches you a few good skills, but in a scenario where you're being attacked, that's not going to help you. Because what you really need is that muscle memory and that consistent practice. So whether you join, our classes or any other fitness or karate program, I think you guys should take that first step and really enhance your own skills, so that you're able to, so in a situation that's dangerous, you don't freak, you don't just, become the victim. Instead, you have the choice to defend yourself, and that's why karate practice regularly is very important. So our Instagram is the Long Fitness Studio, so you guys can come connect with us after, and we can chat some more. We're also open to other days and times. We just want to be able to give to the community and give other people the classes that we weren't able to find growing up.
If you know anyone that's interested, then please let them know and share our program with them as well. Jazakallah for your time.
Okay, so we have a quick surprise. We're going to play a little game, and we're going to give away some prizes. So, just a moment, I'm just going to pull up the questions. Okay. So, the first hand we go complete that. Question number 1. Which fruit is mentioned multiple times in the Quran and described as a fruit of... okay, yes, you can take a date. A date? No. That's green? Sorry? Grapes? No.
Can you please complete the question?
Yeah, I'll read it again. Okay. So which fruit is multiplies in the Quran and is described as the fruit of paradise. No.
Olive?
No.
Patience.
That?
Patience.
Pomegranate? Yes.
Okay, I like it.
Okay. Are we ready for the next question? Okay. So, what does the Quran say about the olive tree? Anyone know? What does the Quran say about the olive tree?
It's the blessed tree.
There's that's what?
Okay, it's blessed and
You're very close.
it's Surah Nur, I believe. It's
Yeah, like-
Surah Nur 35. Yeah.
Okay, this is the last question. So, according to the Sunnah, what is the recommended sleeping position size? Yeah. Yeah, that's right. Okay, thank you guys for listening. Okay, so, as we come close to the heart-to-heart segment, I want to sincerely thank our four panelists. Your stories, experiences, and wisdom have been truly inspiring. And we deeply appreciate the courage and openness you've shared with us today. Your words remind us that every journey, no matter how big, how small, how complex, carries lessons of hope, resilience, and faith. The floor is now open for networking. This is your chance to connect, ask questions, and learn more from our panelists. Many of them offer services, guidance, or support, and they're here to speak with you and connect. So don't hesitate to reach out and take what resonates with you. And I believe Sarah has one more announcement.
Assalamu alaikum everyone. Once we get to the networking session, if you were interested in joining the Women's Only Bodies event that I'm hosting next month in Mississauga, do come find me. It is, again, women's only, so it is a women's only, friendly space. The instructor is also a certified Pilates instructor and a female as well.
Thank you. Thank you so much, everyone. Not to mention, what these hijabs for our giveaway today was from Anar Start. So you guys should check them out on Instagram. And I also want to give a token of appreciation to our other panelists. Okay? That's out there for coming, and you can just come and network and talk with everyone.
I'm going to ask the audience, would you guys prefer to do Q&A? We ask you guys to raise your hands, or would you guys like it to be open? We walk around and chat with you guys. Just scream it out loud. Walk around? Okay, let's do walk around.
So what we'll do, we just each person will sit. Whoever you want to talk to, just get. And we have to start the conversation.
Supposed to bring it? No, I
Stand up.
عباد الرحمن الذين يمشون على الأرض هونا
Can you put it in the bag? What? Yeah, I learned a gift bag.
What we're going to be doing with Saba
It's okay.
we're going to be doing a little quiz. So we're going to just get a representative from Saba
Which one am I showing?
on stage, please.
I can't believe. Am I showing?
Yeah? Here, this is your phone.
Okay, you can scan the QR code, which is right here. No? There? Okay, it's right there, sorry. You can come and scan the QR code.
Okay, give me this one.
Please scan the QR code to enter into the Islamic quiz. So we have volunteers who are going to come to you if they aren't able to scan into the code. Aisha?
I scanned the QR code.
Are you able to scan it? You can scan it or you can search for it, Sabbath Academy. Okay, can you hear me now? Everyone? Nobody can scan? You just picked up a string because I think the way you carried it. Haan, batana? Yeah, we couldn't. It's not working anymore.
Subhanallah. Check 212, sound check. Check 212, sound check. Subhanallah. Sound check 212. Check 212. Check 212. Check 212. Sound check 212. Are you on live?